Oh snap! Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is SCL0320. I am back for a brand new animated/anime review for the English dub version of Sword Art Online 2. This is episode number 5. The name of this episode is Gun and Sword. So topping off from the last episode that kind of came on, where you had basically Kirito and Sinon kind of like having them a kind of good little time, like trying to get to the Bob. They were trying to get to the actual tournament, and they get to the tournament, and basically she's kind of showing him around some stuff, and she was like, "Man, you really need to go get registered more than anything." So he tries to go to the registration location, and once he gets to the registration location, like they're kind of asking for detailed information, like the address and information like that. I was thinking I was really skeptical because one of the things about the guy that's getting him to investigate everything is that these people are being found in their homes dead, and so I was like, that's a direct correlation. There's some kind of way that this information is being tapped. But kind of Sinon kind of surveyed to Kirito that it's really kind of like a shady kind of thing going on, because there's no detailed information on the main website what they're doing with the package information, but you know that they're doing something with it regulated from America to Japanese. And so I thought that was really interesting concept, distribution of data and information, personal information on a video game, because that's stuff that we deal with today. But then it goes to Kirito not registering at all. But I think what I didn't know looking at, when I did the Japanese version, looking at this one, is that that forfeited any prizes that he might win because he's not putting it. But that was smart in my opinion, he's not doing that. And then they kind of go to the location where he's trying to like change it into attire and stuff like that, because he hadn't gotten his formal suit. And so Sinon starts changing, and like he is freaking out because he's like, look, wait, I ain't even told you my name. Look at my name. She looks right underneath the name, it said male. She freaks out. Boy, she put a hurting on him, man, and I felt bad for him. He still has not kind of kept her in the loop about what he's really doing. She seems to be, though, intrigued by him, because the only reason why I say that is even after she hit him and he was kind of following her around, pacing and stuff like that, she still dared to be able to tell him the truth about stuff. And then this is the other part that I thought interesting, is that her friend that you met on the outside in the real world, he shows up in the game even though he wasn't supposed to be in the tournament. And basically, I think he was kind of there for her, and maybe flirting with her or trying to root for her as a cheerleader, I guess. But then to find Kirito there, he was thinking the same thing. He's like, "Is this a girl?" And she's like, "No, it's not." And then the smack talking starts between Kirito and Sinon, and I was like, "Yo, Sinon is a G." Like, she was like, Kirito was joking like, "Oh, this is a great first date," you know, and Sinon was like, "I'm gonna be the one." What did she say? And I quote, she was like, "I'm gonna be the one that kills the strongest players. You're gonna taste the bullet that's gonna beat you." And you're looking at it. I was like, "Yo, those are some serious words." And so I can understand where Kirito is kind of like wondering, is Sinon possibly Death Gun? Because I mean, for somebody to have like a dissociative disorder based on like trauma such as that, like they have to output it in some kind of way, versus kind of just being this epic sniper. So I can understand where he's kind of coming from. But then when Kirito finally got in his actual fight, I thought that was really awesome. Really great imagery, really great visuals. This is one of my favorites, because Kirito, even after the fight that he actually wins, he kind of alludes to like, "Man, I can't believe I have to do this 4 more times." And so it shows that it takes more out of him to actually go and do this, because he has to worry about a precision line of how it goes. And when he finally like talks some stuff into believing like, "Man, if I could have deflected that one with that guy and not even have a sword, then maybe I can take my sword and actually deflect the bullet off." And I was like, okay, if you can dodge a bullet, you should be able to deflect it. And when he first starts deflecting them, I was getting really giddy. That was like a fanboy moment, quite honestly. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome," you know. And just how they draw and stylize the animation, the CG, it's impeccable. Like it's entertaining for the eye, but at the same time, the story arc that's going on beneath is really good too, because once Kirito kind of makes it out and ends, Death Gun, that Kirito didn't know who it was, honestly, shows up directly behind him, and it's such an eerie kind of feel. I think it was a lot more eerie when I looked at it in Japanese animation, or Japanese dub and English subtitles, because the voice for this Death Gun is good, but I don't know, it was something about the way how the eeriness feeling of the Death Gun with the Japanese animation. How they actually did it, whoever was the voice actor for that. But still, the payoff was still just as good, because in the intersection of the dialogue, like basically Death Gun was like, "Are you the real deal?" And he kind of basically shows him like, "Yeah, I know your name." And Kirito just gets shook for the first time ever. I'd never seen Kirito kind of like over a barrel, because Kirito he not only doesn't know what this man is capable of, and the fact that he is responsible potentially for the deaths of like 3 or 4 people, but in addition to that, he has no idea who he is, but yet the guy knows who he is. And that's the worst thing ever, to have. Once you can put a face on who your enemy is, like, you can pretty much defeat him, you know what I'm saying? And you know ways around it. But if you don't know who you're really getting in the ring with, that's a whole different thing. And now he's speculating whether or not that's Sinon or somebody else. And like, it just kind of left Kirito in his tracks, in my opinion. And like, when he kind of looked at him, observed one more thing, he saw what looked to be like a little skeleton that was grinning. And I immediately thought to Laughing Coffin, and you can go and you can see all the different pictures that he had kind of thought about, different people. Then he knew the specific people that are part of Laughing Coffin, and they are the guild that were the killers. They were the ones that were killing like people just because, you know, they were the red players. So he knows now that this person came out of Ironclad, or the original SAO. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting. This was a good episode as far as build up and anticipation. I don't think it was as impactful as the last one, just because, but it sets up for a lot. And I think that I enjoyed it, looking at it with English subtitles versus the English dub, just because of how the voices outweighed, and it added a different kind of presence to it. But then what I appreciated and I liked is that looking at it again, there was different things I didn't see before. So all around, I get this episode 8.5 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't have any real problems with it at all. It wasn't slow pacing. I mean, nothing truly deep happened, but we did get an interesting fight of the first time his engagement in the tournament, and knowing that Sinon could be potentially Death Gun, but at the same time, like, she's a threat, but she's not, and he's trying to balance that. And then now to have Death Gun really come up to him, that adds even more weight. So yeah, well, definitely then look forward to the next episode. Hopefully y'all like my review for Sword Art Online episode 5, Gun and Sword. And definitely leave your comments in the comment section below, and look forward to doing more next week. Hopefully I can try to do it on Saturday. If not, you can best believe I'll do it later on in the week. This is SCL0320 signing out. Thanks again for everybody for checking this out. Have a blessed evening, blessed day, blessed night. Whenever you're watching this, take care and please have a great day. Later, everybody.